What's up, y'all? Um, Real quick, I want to talk about integrity amongst men. And the reason why I want to talk about integrity is because, for one, I think feminism is doing everything it can to devalue a man. And it's doing everything it can to take away the integrity of men and put men in just one category. All men in one category. And in this one category, women are throwing label after label after label on men. Negative labels. While treating themselves like perfect angels. The Believe All Women movement. Feminism is pushing every movement it can to try to destroy the integrity of men. But I encourage you, men, to hold on to your integrity. Even when you're being portrayed as a monster or as an animal or whatever label or whatever name and what title that some of these feminists put you under, or put men in general under, you should not be fazed by that. Where I work at, the majority of the staff and employees here are women. It's about, no exaggeration, about 85 to 90% women. And I get the utmost respect from these women. All of these women love me. They know my name. They have a relationship with me. They have a connection with me. And I've earned their respect. Not by kissing up to them, not by trying to, downplay myself, my integrity, and my masculinity just to please them. Men, you have to realize that women will respect you when you are being your authentic self, when you are being who you really truly are, while also being respectful and mindful of them as well. There are a lot of women at my job every day. They flirt. They know I'm technically single. And they know that that I'm a handsome man and that I have a lot of great qualities about myself. And sometimes these women, they go a little overboard sometimes, and they'll, some of these women, half of these women that's here, they are married or in a relationship. And one thing I'm not a homewrecker. I'm not going to be entertaining these women when they have a situation going on. Men are very territorial and they take pride in who they are with, and they're not gonna allow any man to infiltrate that, or they at least they don't want another man to try to. They don't even want to know or even find out that another man is trying to connect with their woman in a certain way. And I respect men who are in relationships, and why would I disrespect them? But sometimes these women like to entertain men. Women like to do certain things that are inappropriate. They flirt. They dress revealing sometimes. They'll talk about certain things that they really should not be talking about with other men when they know they got a whole husband at home, or a man who has been working hard and doing everything he can to. I'm talking about the good men now, the ones that just work hard, take care of their family, will love you, give you everything you want and need. And sometimes these women ain't even satisfied. They don't even care. They'll still seek something else. And then you got these single women that I work around where they're dating. And I be iffy about even trying to even get involved with them because they date a lot. They're still experimenting. And sometimes they'll say, some of these ladies will say, well, you know, man, these men ain't shit. These men are all the same. But then I look at them and it's like, well, you kind of the same too. You know, if you can't even build with one man and you always have to continue to go out on dates and do this online dating crap and try to keep testing to see if you have a perfect match for you, I guess, then you're gonna always be confused. You're always gonna you might always overlook someone that is a potential for you. But men, you cannot allow these women to take away your integrity. You got to have some standards about yourself. You need to have some requirements, some expectations. And if she can't meet those expectations, then you got to move on and find someone else. But don't build with a woman when you know she still is not certain if she is going to be fully invested in you. Don't waste your time. If you know how valuable you are, if you know what you bring to the table, and you know that you can turn heads just like she can turn heads, just like you can turn heads of women, and she can turn heads of men, you know, don't even concern yourself with worrying about who she's involved with. If she for the streets and she want to be fucking with dudes, you know, on a regular basis, then let her experiment. And if she start becoming, this feminist or acting like a typical feminist and saying, these are how these men are and this and that, then it just goes to show you what type of woman she really is. Sometimes these women will use men just to highlight themselves, just to pleasure themselves, or just to get some pleasure. And then they'll go back to being a feminist and shitting on men. But these women are using men to benefit themselves in some way. But man, y'all gotta learn how to have some composure and not always allow your hormones or you being horny to downplay who you really are and what you stand for just for a quickie or just for a nut. Because after you have connected with a woman like that sexually, then the smoke is going to be cleared, and then you're going to be asking yourself, okay, what is she really about? What is her value? So, man, I just encourage you to put yourself first, because these women a lot of these women are losing their minds. A lot of these women think it's all about them. A lot of these women don't really value men. They just use men to keep their little self-esteem up and to keep themselves sexually active or whatever the case may be. But you can't be connecting with all of these women that's sleeping around with a bunch of other different dudes and constantly dating, online dating and stuff like that, because you don't know what she's carrying around. You don't know what virus she has, what STD she has. I would hope that you're having protected sex, but if you're not going to have protected sex, you better have unprotected sex with a woman that you have time invested in and that is not just being for the streets, but have some integrity, man. Don't allow these women to deceive you and trick you into thinking that you're not a valuable man because you're not giving in to her. If she wants to be a narcissist and she wants to act like she is the prize and something's wrong with you for not wanting to be interested in her or wanting to continue to be involved with her, then she's the problem. She has some issues that she needs to work on. And she don't want to take accountability and look within herself and ask herself, well, why is he not messing with me no more? Why did he just cut me off? And if she's not trying to do her efforts, put forth efforts to show you that she's interested in you and that she wants to build with you, then just don't waste your time, because you're gonna feel like the idiot in the end. So put yourself first, and the rest will follow.